Now it's time to meet our players for the second semi-final. We have Nirmala from India. And she'll play against Pierre Dubois from France. Our referee for the day is Mr. Uday Kumar.
You know, the referee and the coach have been a little bit busy during the last few matches. Let's see how things turn out today. Before we kick things off, it's time to get to know our players a little bit better and take a look at their track record.
Nirmala lives in the southern Indian city of Hyderabad and works in an insurance company. She's a devoted mum and is heartbroken that her daughter doesn't care for Carrom too much. But this doesn't dissuade Nirmala from practicing her skill with the striker at home whenever she gets a chance. She gives a lot of respect to all the strikers that she's ever used and is known to not throw any of them away.
Well, this eccentric yet extremely talented player met Carrom legend Maria Erudium in the round one. She was nervous but didn't let it show. Ultimately, she beat Maria with a very convincing score. In the quarterfinals, Nirmala beat French butterfly Steve Collard. She played with the right mix of aggression and well-thought-out moves and booked her place in the semis.
India's aggressive queen of Carrom, Nirmala, is playing against an extremely calm Pierre Dubois from France. Pierre's love for Carrom started 13 years ago, and he says that he loves the fact that playing the game lets him travel the world. When he's not hitting the striker about on the board, he's either found juggling or studying geology. Pierre is a true lover of Carrom, and he's passed on this love to his family. They're not as good as him, but they definitely feel passionately enough for the game.
In his first match, Pierre went up against Germany's Thomas Scherel. His smooth tactics on the board combined with his accurate shots confirmed his spot in the quarters, where he went on to meet Nepal's flying Dr. Gerard Singh. Pierre changed his tactics from the previous match, and that helped him keep his control over the boards against Duraj. He doesn't show his disappointment too easily, and that can sometimes bother his opponents a little too much. Let's see how Nirmala copes with his cool attitude.
The players are ready to start with the lag. Hugely important part of the match this. It's the lag that decides who's going to break first, and we've seen there's no luck involved. It's pure skill. The player hitting the striker closest to the baseline wins the lag and breaks first.
Okay. And Pierre has won his lag and is set for board number one. But before he has his break, we'll take a short one and be right back for the semi-final between France and India right here on the World Series of Carrom. Welcome back to the World Series of Carrom. This is the semi-final between Indians Nirmala and France's Pierre Dubois.
Now they're just checking that there are no power plays at this point and reminding the players about the slam money.
He doesn't want to go for it. And if you do a
well,
slam,
the players are set, so let's begin board one.
So Pierre to break. And a good one, although there are no pots, and the 7 and 6 are a little difficult. The rest of the coins, including the queen, are more than just potable.
Well, not too many options for Nirmala. Only the 4, 9, and 5 easy to get to. And the queen of Carrom is off, choosing the coin on offer with some confidence.
Oh, not a good start at all. Nirmala cannot afford to let nerves get to her right at the start like this.
Well, you're absolutely right, Christy.
Number 4.
In fact, nerves could be her undoing in front of the ease with which Pierre has just taken that 4. He's made the 5 easy as well.
The queen.
Okay, going for an early queen, only 3 points worth, but he knows that it's the key coin that's made players win matches here in this series. Step 1, cover shouldn't be difficult now.
And that's an excellent underhand on that 9. 3 points in, and more importantly, Pierre hasn't left the queen for Nirmala.
Going for another underhand here.
Good shot that, Pierre, looking like he's made up his mind to be in that final.
The queen of Carrom in trouble.
I go for number 5.
Ooh, just short.
Yeah, you know, Chuck, it's very important the players have the right amount of control on their shots, as missing coins can completely change their position on the board.
Well, that's the second miss from Nirmala on that 4 now.
If this board doesn't go in Nirmala's favour, then I would expect her to come out all guns blazing in the next 3 boards. She doesn't take defeat too well, from what I know, and Pierre's just potting away, not making things any easier for her.
Well, you're right, Christy. Pierre wants to be a world champion over the next few years, and I think he could be on that road if he manages to beat the 6-time national champ from India, Nirmala.
Look at him go, just 3 coins left on the board now.
Number 8.
Ooh, the Frenchman has stumbled.
Oh dear, Nirmala with her 3rd chance now in board 1.
Well, she really needs to make this count. That elusive 4 is in.
You know, Chuck, Nirmala seemed far more composed to me in front of a legend like Maria, and I can't seem to understand her struggle on this board in front of Pierre.
7.
Ooh, an easy miss there. The Queen of Carrom struggling.
Pierre, on the other hand, is showing no pressure at all.
Number 8.
Going for a slightly difficult shot now.
But he gets it. What an accurate shot, that one.
Yep, right in the middle. P. Nirmala from India can hardly believe what's going on the board.
Or maybe that look was to put the voodoo on him.
Well, you might just be right, Chuck.
Good shot, that. The kind that made her the Queen of Carrom in my eyes.
Well, Nirmala needs to keep it together here, as there are more than just a few pots on offer right now on this board. Also, she's probably judged the way Pierre moves on the board. He's got her strategy right in place.
Well, you're right, Christy. I mean, what else could this sudden turnabout be?
She's trying a chap here, not an easy shot.
Fantastic. In fact, I'd say a typical Queen of Carrom shot.
Oh, hold on, Mr. Schreiner. Take a look at her next attempt. An extremely ambitious shot to pot the 8 and the 6 at the same time.
Oh, no success there. She probably must have thought that at least 1 coin would go in. The hitting point a little off, and now she's giving the juggler a chance to clear things up.
Yes, Pierre, the Prince of Carrom. Just 2 coins on the board. It shouldn't be difficult.
Last coin now.
And 7.
Oh, that may cost him big. Pierre realizes his mistake, and the Queen of Carrom a little more pleased now.
Oh, good measured shot there. Once she takes the 6, the 3 may give her a little trouble.
Good shot.
Nirmala must be careful here. A miss on the last coin will make her lose the board.
Oh no, she's done exactly that.
Well, it wasn't straightforward. Now, France's number 1 is not likely to let this chance slip away. He's concentrating hard to get this last pot without any trouble.
And he gets it. Pierre with the points, and that early queen is at 4 points with the Queen of Carrom yet to open her score. But we know that Nirmala is not the sort to accept defeat so quickly. She's likely to bounce back with all guns blazing. Let's take a quick look at board 2.
Well, in board 2, Nirmala not willing to bow down just yet. Had a very good break. No power plays were taken. The beginning of the board seemed a little shaky as both players missed some easy shots. But then Nirmala worked her magic and took control of the board. This time she wasn't about to leave the queen out. She took the 4 points and secured her position. Pierre, on the other hand, seemed to lose his groove, and Nirmala took advantage of that and made sure that she won the board.
From a 0-4, the Queen of Carrom bounced back to an 8-4 score and seems as though she's up for anything. But right now, we're going to put Pierre to the test and see if he's up for anything in our World Series of Carrom Challenge section.
Hi, my name is Pierre Dubois. I'm French Carrom national champion. I'm here in St. Stephen's College to play with best Carrom players.
We've got our Carrom champion, we've got the venue and the board.
Play with me?
And now we've also got the challenger. Our World Series of Carrom players are pretty much ready for anything, so we try and take them out and about to Carrom Central and check out their skills. Well, these guys seem to be doing all right. Is there an upset in the cards? No way! Pierre is the French national champion and really nothing can beat him.
At least in our challenge section, the question is, can he carry on this winning streak into the pending 2 boards of the match?
Well, we're taking a short break, but when we come back, it's the second half of this Smash in India versus France match. So don't you dare touch that remote. Welcome back to the World Series of Carrom. It's the semifinals. It's India's Nirmala versus France's Pierre Dubois. The winner of the match will play in the final with Rashmi Kamari. Let's take a quick look at some of the action from earlier on.
In board 1, Pierre had a good break. No power plays were taken. Without leaving anything to chance, Pierre took an early queen at 3 points. Nirmala seemed a little shaky, and finally Pierre won the board, and the score stood at Nirmala 0, Pierre 4.
Well, on board 2, Nirmala had a decent break. No power plays this time around either. The Queen of Carrom took full advantage of her break and tried not to give too many chances to Pierre. She got the Queen in the board with some 4 points ahead of Pierre. It's time to take a look at board 3, but before that, let's just hear what the players had to say about each other.
I have seen Pierre's previous match. He plays well, with planning and a lot of control.
Nirmala is #1 in India, and I had never played with her before.
Well, the Frenchman has his chance right here. He needs to get his hold back on the match. So let's just take a quick look at what happened in board 3.
Well, Pierre, as expected, took his power play and followed it up with a good break. There was a lot of confidence about his shots, and he wasn't willing to give Nirmala even a hint of a chance. But the Indian #1 did try to keep things under control by taking her easy coins and following that up with some defensive moves. Pierre impressed the Queen of Carrom when he took the Queen at 5 points. The board was turning out to be quite a cracker. In the end, it was Pierre who took board 3 and came back into the match with a bang. He's at 22 points, while Nirmala is at 8.
Well, it's time for board 4, and it's Nirmala's break. She should take her power play and make up the 14 points that she needs quite desperately.
Nirmala, आपके पास है 8 points, and Pierre, you have 22 points.
Pierre stating that scores and the all-important slam money to the players.
Power play खेलना चाहेंगे? Nirmala जा रही है power play.
Well, Nirmala has taken her power play. No surprises there.
Nirmala to break. Fairly average break there, no pots. The 1, 2, 3 and 5 are easy for her.
But she has managed to make things look pretty sticky for Pierre. He doesn't have a single pot on the offer right now. He'll probably look to open up the board for himself before anything else.
Well, decent attempt. The board has opened up a little for the Frenchman.
So it's the turn of the Queen of Carrom. She's the one with all the pressure. Let's see how she copes with it.
Well, if I remember correctly, Nirmala is the sort of player that tends to perform better under pressure. But I think, Chuck, the pressure is pretty much evenly distributed here. Neither player is willing to take the risk of any over-ambitious shots in the match, at least.
Oh, good measure shot on that 7 in the bottom right there. The Queen back in form.
Well, for her sake, I hope so. But maybe all she wants to do is undo the loss that she suffered in the last board.
Well, she's gauging the board and taking her time lining up this shot.
आपकी Queen of 4 points पे है, Nirmala.
Not willing to take any chances at all here.
4.
Oh, what an excellent cut to pot that 4. Getting some acknowledgement from Pierre there.
No.
Well, that's her first relatively ambitious attempt with the 9 now.
What an accurate underhand there. Was a difficult shot, but not for Nirmala.
6.
The aim a little off, but the 6 now in a more potable position. Pierre with a massive chance here to contain the Queen of Carrom.
Going for one of the easier pots on offer. Oh no, he shouldn't be missing those at this stage.
Also, Chuck, it's Nirmala with all to do here. It's unlikely that she'll give too many chances to Pierre.
Well, you're absolutely right, Christy. She's taking her power play and she knows what it means to lose a board on that.
8.
The Queen value at 5 now for Nirmala.
Oh, good shot. She's deflected the Queen and got the 8 easily.
Yes, Chuck, excellent strategy there with the right amount of force on the striker. The Queen now accessible.
The precious 5 points almost in.
And with that fantastic underhand, the Queen of Carrom has taken the Queen at 5 points.
Her last coin a little difficult, surrounded by the blues. There in the center.
Oh, that was close. Doesn't she know it? Pierre with a chance here, but he's in trouble with all the 9 coins still on the board.
Yeah, Christy, he's on shaky ground here because Nirmala just needs one chance and that's it. That'll be game over.
1.
He's going for the 1 in the top right.
Good shot that. Now what?
Well, most of Pierre's coins are difficult right now. He could run out of options after this 2 right here.
Measured shot that.
Can I ask for the coach?
He wants to check with his coach, and yes, you can.
Well, Pierre asking for the coach. He's exercising that 1 console he's allowed for the coach during the board.
Yes, Chuck, not a bad decision, though I think he probably has a strategy, but just wants to confirm things with the coach as well. The coach is telling him to go for the 8 with a minus cut.
Going for finish.
Yeah.
Nirmala a little concerned, perhaps?
Pierre, go ahead.
So he's taken the advice. Now he
tried the
really
number
needs
8.
to play it right.
Like that, remove this.
Why don't you try simple defense?
Because I'm not sure of this defense.
He's going for the 8 on a minus cut and remove Nirmala's 5 in the process from the bottom right pocket.
Well, I'm not sure that was the result he wanted. Take a look again. Pierre didn't pot the 8, but did manage to make the red 5 a little tricky for Nirmala.
But you know, Chuck, it's the Queen of Carrom right here in this shot. Very well. Could be her last.
Oh, what a spectacular finish, and she knows it.
And she should, because this was an absolute cracker to finish things off. Pierre took the coach's advice, but unfortunately couldn't make it work to his advantage. Nirmala has booked her place in the finals with an absolutely fantastic performance.
Absolutely, Christy, though Pierre, too, gave it his best. Only 8 points divided the 2 players. In the end, it was Nirmala's strategy, the last board that paid off.
It was so close. The last strike I tried, I asked for Sir Arun Deshpande for an advice, and it was a good one. I played it well, I think, and she did a very beautiful last coin, very well played, and I was very happy to play with her for the first time. It was a good fight, and I wish her best of luck for the last final match here.
World Series of Carrom के final में
I
मैं
never
पहुंचूंगी।
thought that I would be in the finals of the World Series of Carrom.
नहीं थी।
Being in the finals is a dream coming true.
ये तो मेरे लिए एक dream coming true है। मेरे husband और मेरी
If my
बेटी अगर
husband
आज
and
यहाँ
my
होते,
daughter were here,
काफी खुश
they
हो
would have been
जाते।
very happy for me. It's a tough tournament. 15 of the best players from around the world are playing with me. From round 1 up to the finals, I think this has been one of the toughest tournaments ever.
Round number 1 से round number last तक, it is the toughest tournament. इसमें final
It's a big deal
पहुंचना
that I reached the finals of this tournament.
मेरे career में
And for me, my past achievements do not match up to this at all.
ये tournament एक तरफ और सबसे पहले
The biggest achievement of this series was playing against Maria in round 1 and beating him. That's almost like reaching the finals.
जीतने के बराबर है। अभी final
I am in the
पहुंच गई हूँ,
finals and ready to
खेलना
play
होगा।
against Rashmi. We've met in many finals and semi-finals before, so this is going to be yet another battle.
It's going to be yet another battle.
So there you have it, a mouth-watering matchup. It's India's P. Nirmala versus India's Rashmi Kumari in the finals of the World Series of Carrom.
Yes, Christy, this has been a cracker of the series. The final promises to be a hell of a match. So we'll see you next time in the final between the two top women players in India in the World Series of Carrom.